Again tonight with breaking news, a Marion County jury begins to decide the fate of two IMPD officers accused of using excessive force. Thanks for inviting us in. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Scott Swan in tonight for Anne Marie.
And I'm Felicia Lawrence. So let's get right out to our own Rich Nye. He's been in the courtroom all day where the closing arguments just wrapped up about an hour and a half ago.
And Rich joins us live right now to tell us how this trial ended. Rich?
Felicia and Scott, the prosecution says that two good IMPD officers made bad decisions when they struck two women with their batons during their arrest on May 31st, 2020. Now, you may remember that was a Sunday night during a weekend of protest and vandalism and hostility toward police in downtown Indianapolis. And now this jury must decide if these officers are guilty of battery and official misconduct. Officer Jonathan Horlock with the beard and Officer Nathaniel Shawwecker in the glasses both testified during this trial that they followed their training and only used their batons after Ivory Westfield resisted arrest. The defense said in final arguments, just because something looks ugly doesn't mean it's wrong. The two women were being arrested for violating an 8 p.m. curfew on that Sunday night. The jury watched video and still photos of the incident multiple times during the trial. Westfield and Rachel Harding are the two women involved. Both officers struck Westfield with their batons, and you can see in photos the bruising and sores that Westfield suffered. She was noticeably absent from this trial. Both the prosecution and defense subpoenaed her for testimony, but Westfield did not appear. The two women still have a federal civil rights suit pending against the officers. And where that suit goes will likely be largely determined by the verdicts in this trial. Now, IMPD has stood by these officers throughout this situation. In fact, everyone in the chain of command reviewed this incident and signed off as these officers using reasonable force for the situation they were dealing with. In fact, this video is now used in training for IMPD officers as to how these officers responded properly in this situation. So after a week-long trial, the jury has now been deliberating for about an hour and a half, and we'll bring those verdicts to you as soon as we have them here on 13 News.
Okay. Rich Nye reporting live tonight. Thank you so much, Rich.